New Zealand survives largely on the export of food. Out of total export receipts of $42.8 billion, agriculture makes up $29 billion. Further, agricultural exports have increased $7 billion in 4 short years. The story gets even better. The Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry predicts farm-generated exports will climb a further 35% by 2015. That gives us the extra money to pay for our health and education, transport, law and order and research. We also export nutrients. Our biggest export earner, the dairy industry, produces around 1.4 billion kilograms of milk solids each year. According to Dairy New Zealand, we need to apply 700 grams of 20% potassium super for each kilogram of milk solids we produce. We can't sustainably produce food if we don't apply fertiliser. Fertiliser is simply plant food. Plants are eaten by animals and then humans are eaten directly. When plants grow, they mine the nutrients or the food that they need. When plants are harvested or eaten by animals, the nutrients go with them and must be replaced. New Zealand soils are not naturally fertile. It's not just a New Zealand story. World food production has doubled since 1960. If we are to properly meet the future demands for food, we must double production yet again. Overseas experience has shown that 40% of yield increases are as a direct result of commercial fertiliser use. The essential elements for our soil, potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulphur, are important for people as well. Dr. Ed Uthman of the American Board of Pathology has measured the potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulphur our bodies contain. In New Zealand, we take the health of our soil and with it our plants and animals extremely seriously. We spend almost $1.8 billion a year on fertiliser, with the average sheep and beef farmer spending over $15,000 annually. Dairy farmers spend $72,000. The vast majority of our fertiliser industry is controlled by 2 farmer cooperatives, Balance and Ravensdown. New Zealand is fortunate that we have a highly reputable, ethical fertiliser industry that uses 2 robust quality control standards, FertMark and Spreadmark. 95% of our fertilisers are FertMark registered. This means they undergo a rigorous, regular and independent audit to establish that the fertiliser in the bag is the same as is claimed on the label. Advertising is also audited to ensure any claim made for a FertMark registered product can be verified. In partnership with FertMark is Spreadmark. A Spreadmark accredited company is able to spread fertiliser accurately. Spreadmark accreditation means a company is audited and checked to ensure their trucks and planes are of a suitable standard to spread accurately. The drivers and pilots are trained to a high degree, and the companies are further audited to ensure their systems are robust. FertMark and Spreadmark also recommend farmers test their soil to establish the nutrients they need. They should then develop a nutrient budget to ensure a fertiliser purchase and application plan that has integrity and is environmentally responsible. The harsh reality is, if we don't apply fertiliser, we're mining our soils. That would be economically and environmentally unsustainable for New Zealand. Fert Research maintains that if we stop using fertilisers, our soils would be capable of supporting less than half, and possibly as low as 30%, of the animals grazed or crops grown. On that basis, our agricultural exports, predicted to reach $40 billion by 2015, would, without fertiliser, be just $20 or even $13 billion. That would be catastrophic for the New Zealand economy. With ethical fertilisers that boast the FertMark tick spread by a highly skilled Spreadmark operator, New Zealand's economy can continue to grow as a state-of-the-art producer of ethical, healthy food. Without fertiliser, we can't.